Aries, it's January 25th, and here is your reading for today. The Star, reversed. This card screams disconnection from hope and feeling lost. You knew this already. There's a shadow of despair creeping in, convincing you that your goals are out of reach. The Star, reversed, warns against ignoring your intuition and isolating yourself when the weight feels heavy. Don't skip your self-care routines or dismiss those small wins. You need to hold on to any flicker of light. You might be avoiding creative outlets or brushing off compliments because it feels easier than facing the doubt. But that's exactly the trap. Don't lie to yourself thinking things will never improve. Instead, take a breath and reconnect with your inner guidance. Even if it's just a moment to practice gratitude or seek inspiration from something simple, don't let pessimism take the wheel. Next, the Five of Pentacles, reversed. This reversal is a signal of recovery from hardship and renewed hope. The struggle you've been through is easing, even if it's subtle or slow. You're stepping into a phase of rebuilding and resilience. It's time to reach out for support instead of locking the door on others. Maybe it's a trusted friend, a support group, or even organizing your finances with fresh eyes. The Five of Pentacles, reversed, encourages embracing change and focusing on what you can improve right now. Don't dwell on past losses or resist help because vulnerability feels risky. You are stronger than you think, and this card is pushing you to accept that strength by letting others in and beginning anew. The energy says, you don't have to do this alone. So take that first step, even if it's messy or uncertain. Finally, the Knight of Wands. Here's your spark of dynamic action and adventurous spirit. Knight of Wands is all about enthusiasm and courage, Aries. It's shouting, move, take bold steps. You've been holding back, caught between wanting freedom and fearing the cost. The Knight of Wands says it's time to act with confidence, but not recklessly. Think about starting that new project you've been dreaming of, or booking that spontaneous trip. Exploration and initiative are your allies now. Just make sure you're not diving in headfirst without a plan. Impulsivity can trip you up. But don't hesitate so long that the moment passes either. This card calls for calculated risks and seizing opportunity with fiery energy. You've got the juice. The Knight of Wands is your permission slip to go after what excites you, boldly and bravely. So here's the tension you feel. Wanting freedom, yet fearing the cost, is real. The Star, reversed, shows where doubt tries to pin you down. The Five of Pentacles, reversed, offers the path out through healing and connection. And the Knight of Wands ignites the fire you need to push forward, carefully but with spirit. Don't ignore your inner voice or small progress. Reach out when you need help. Then take that courageous step. This January 25th, you're being called to balance hope with action, vulnerability with bravery. It's messy, it's real, but you're ready. Seven of Cups. Aries, this card throws you right into the deep end of choices, illusions, and distractions. I'm seeing a flood of options, some real, some tempting mirages. You're caught in that mental fog, juggling daydreams that pull you every which way. The Seven of Cups warns not to drown here. You might be procrastinating on decisions, chasing shiny ideas without grounding any. It's easy to get overwhelmed, spreading yourself thin across too many projects or fantasies. Don't lie to yourself. You know the difference between what's wishful thinking and what's actionable. This card says, prioritize. Break down your dreams into concrete steps. Stop overcommitting like it's a competition. Hold on, I'm not saying quit dreaming, far from it, but you've got to tether your visions to reality. Remember from CHO1 how the Star, reversed, had you feeling disconnected from hope and stuck in despair? The Seven of Cups is the next test. Now that you're out of that darkness, you must avoid slipping into indecision and fantasy as a way to escape again. This card is like a crossroads filled with tempting detours. You can't just wander aimlessly after every new shiny thing. It's time to organize your priorities with a clear head. The Five of Pentacles, reversed from before, showed you the path of recovery and resilience. Use that momentum. Reach out, rebuild, and start making choices that serve your longer-term goals. Don't get lost in the maze of what-ifs. The Knight of Wands pushed you last chapter to act boldly and courageously, but the Seven of Cups reminds you, don't rush blindly into everything. The Knight's energy needs a guide, or else it becomes reckless. So, with all these tempting options swirling, take a breath and gather your facts. Write down what matters most. Which paths align with your inner values? Which projects have realistic outcomes? This card isn't about fear of missing out. It's about clarity and smart action. You want to avoid chasing every shiny object because that drains your energy and scatters your focus. I'm seeing a pattern here. You've survived hardship, you're ready to move forward, but your mind is spinning with possibilities. This is normal, but you must act like a detective, not a dreamer. Prioritize what's real. You're not indecisive, you're cautious now, but don't stall. Make your choices, even imperfect ones, and commit. The Seven of Cups warns against paralysis by analysis. You're not supposed to have all the answers today. Just pick a direction that feels grounded, then adjust as you go. So, Aries, don't ignore your intuition like the star reversed warned against. But also don't get lost in illusions or endless fantasies. Balance your inner compass with practical steps. Start with small, definite moves. No overcommitting, no chasing every shiny idea. Remember your past recovery with the Five of Pentacles, reversed. Reach out if you need help prioritizing. And channel the Knight of Wands energy with clear focus and purpose. The Seven of Cups says your future depends on how you handle these choices. Don't let overwhelm stall your progress. Instead, use this moment to sort through the chaos and pick your most promising path forward. You got this. Queen of Pentacles reversed. I'm seeing a real strain here around self, care, and boundaries. This reversal points directly at neglect. Maybe you've been grinding too hard, Aries, pushing your limits without pausing to recharge. Work's taken over, or maybe you're overextending yourself trying to be everything for everyone else. You knew this already, right? Late nights, skipped meals, ignoring that nagging feeling that you're burning out. Financial worries might be creeping in too, spending without thinking or avoiding budgeting because it feels overwhelming. It's like you're running on empty, and the nurturing you usually offer others is running dry. This card wants you to stop and set firm boundaries. Prioritize your own needs before the world demands more from you. Don't lie to yourself about how much you can handle. Hold on, there's more. The Queen of Pentacles reversed also warns against losing your personal identity in your roles. Maybe you've been so busy caring for others or working that you forgot who you are beyond those tasks. That imbalance is dangerous. It's time to get real about what you're sacrificing and start carving out space for yourself. Start small. Schedule a solo walk. Say no to one extra project. Check in with your health. Financially, it's about taking control again. Track your spending, create a simple budget, and stop ignoring those bills or money talks. You can rebuild stability, but only if you stop overextending first. This reversal fits right into what's been unfolding. After feeling lost in the Star, reversed, and overwhelmed in Seven of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles reversed is the wake, up call. You can't keep floating in confusion or exhaustion. The progress hinted by Five of Pentacles reversed is fragile if you don't anchor yourself now. You've been reaching out and trying to rebuild, but without self-care, the foundation won't hold. The Knight of Wands' fiery energy is ready to charge ahead, but without balance, that rush could lead to recklessness or burnout. So don't just act out of impulse or desperation. I'm seeing a cycle here. Old patterns of neglect creeping back, despite your awareness. The challenge is to interrupt that cycle with concrete actions. Set boundaries around work and others' demands. Reclaim your time. Reconnect with routines that nourish you. Cooking, rest, maybe budgeting. Avoid the trap of thinking you have to do everything perfectly or alone. Recovery means asking for help and trusting yourself to say no. You're rebuilding your resilience, but this card is a reminder. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of you first. This chapter's about grounding your fiery Aries spirit in practical self, love. It's no longer enough to chase dreams or push through without pause. Queen of Pentacles reverse says, stop, breathe, and nurture yourself as fiercely as you chase your goals. Otherwise, those old, draining patterns will keep pulling you back. This is your moment to balance the warrior with the nurturer inside. Make space for both. That's how you build something real and lasting. Four of Cups slides in here sharply. I'm seeing you, Aries, stuck in a loop of looking away from what's right in front of you. Four of Cups throws a spotlight on discontent and boredom, but not just laziness. It's about choosing to turn inward, to really question what you want versus what's been handed you. You've been grinding hard, remember Queen of Pentacles, reversed? And now you're pausing, maybe too long, in that space where everything looks dull. Four of Cups says, don't scroll mindlessly on your phone or reject every invite out of habit. That's the trap. Instead, lean into the silence. Reflect on what your soul is craving, not what your mind is chasing because it's overwhelmed, like with the Seven of Cups before. You knew this already. That restless energy has to focus somewhere real, not fantasy. Wait, hold on. This isn't about giving up or freezing forever. It's a moment of clarity about what needs to be released, right at the turning point we talked about. Four of Cups invites you to stop rejecting opportunities just because they don't flash like neon signs. Sometimes the good stuff looks plain. You might be ignoring a genuine offer of help or a small win because your mind is clouded by what's missing or what's wrong. Don't lie to yourself. Four of Cups is asking you to check if you're stuck in a rut of dissatisfaction, just waiting for life to hand you a bigger thrill. The real work is in appreciating the little things. Practice gratitude, even on days you feel meh. I see a connection here with the Star reversed, feeling lost, disconnected from hope. Four of Cups is the follow, up to that despair but with a twist. It's not just about feeling hopeless, it's about choosing to look inward and maybe shutting out distractions to find your real wants. This moment of reevaluation is crucial. You're not ignoring your intuition now, you're listening more carefully, filtering out noise. It's like saying, yes, I have options, but also, no, not all of them are right for me. The risk here is to get stuck in apathy or reject change because it feels easier than doing the messy work of self-reflection. Don't fall for that. You're in a place where you need to balance that introspection with action. Remember Knight of Wands? Bold moves still have a role. but right now, impulsivity won't serve you. Take a breath, hold a little space for your feelings, and then decide what truly aligns with your core desires. Knight of Wands is your cue to embrace solitude without isolating. Reach out when you need to, but stay grounded. Notice when you're tempted to overcommit or chase shiny distractions like before. Prioritize what nourishes you, not just what excites you temporarily. I'm seeing that Four of Cups is the gatekeeper for your next step. You've been through hardship. The Five of Pentacles reversed showed recovery and hope. Now, it's about filtering your options through a lens of honest contemplation. It's okay to say no. It's okay to walk away from what doesn't feed your spirit anymore. But don't slam the door on opportunities out of boredom or apathy. Five of Pentacles reversed demands active reflection, not passive waiting. So Aries, this chapter is your moment to get real with yourself. What can you release? What's just noise? What deserves your energy? Four of Cups is the inner call to stop drifting in dissatisfaction and start tuning into your true desires, even if they're quiet or simple. Don't reject the gifts life's offering just because they don't look like what you expected. Let this be your turning point to step out of the fog and see clearly what you really want to embrace next. Knight of Cups. I'm seeing this card as a call to action, but not the usual fiery blaze Aries is known for. This knight rides in with a softer, more emotional energy. You're not just charging ahead blindly anymore. Instead, you're invited to pursue what truly stirs your heart. Follow that inner compass, even if it means stepping into unfamiliar emotional territory. The Knight of Cups encourages you to express your feelings openly. Send that message, write that poem, or take that creative leap you've been mulling over. It's about embracing charm and idealism without losing sight of reality. Wait, hold on, don't get caught up in daydreams like before with the Seven of Cups. This night asks you to balance your romanticism with practical steps. You knew that already because it ties to the discontent from the Four of Cups. This isn't about escaping, it's about choosing what to truly invest your energy in. Actually, no. This is more than just a chase for dreams. The Knight of Cups signals a turning point where emotional clarity meets decisive movement. It's the moment you realize what needs to be released. Illusions and distractions that no longer serve your growth. You're done being stuck in that haze of overwhelm and self-neglect shown by the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You're stepping into a space where nurturing yourself emotionally is as important as any external goal. That means setting boundaries around who you give your heart to and where you pour your creative fuel. Don't lie to yourself. If you've been overextending or ignoring your emotional needs, this card is a wake-up call. It's saying, refocus, take action grounded in your true desires. There's also a hint of healing here. The Five of Pentacles, reversed, showed you moving out of hardship, and now the Knight of Cups is inviting you to rebuild with renewed hope. It's a softer kind of courage, the bravery it takes to be vulnerable and authentic. You're called to explore your feelings with honesty, not to hide behind armor or impulsive moves. That means reaching out for support if you need it, but also trusting your intuition to guide you through this next phase. You might find yourself drawn to new creative projects or romantic possibilities, but the key is to stay present and intentional. This isn't the time to hesitate or overthink like before. The Knight of Wands energy from earlier chapters is still there, enthusiasm and initiative, but now it's paired with emotional depth. So what's the behavioral takeaway? Start by expressing what's inside you. Maybe journal, talk with someone you trust, or create art that channels your feelings. Then, take a concrete step toward a dream that feels genuine, not just tempting. Let go of what's been holding you back emotionally. whether that's old disappointments, fear of vulnerability, or indecision. You're at a moment of clarity, Aries. The Knight of Cups is your signal to act with heart and intention, to pursue your passions with courage but also with care. This chapter is about transforming emotional exploration into meaningful movement forward. Don't ignore this call. It's time to stop circling and start flowing. The Star, reversed. Aries. Remember when clarity felt uncomfortable and you felt cut off from hope? Like the light went dim and you doubted the path ahead. This final chapter calls you back from that place of despair, not with blind optimism, but with grounded faith. You've been avoiding your inner guidance, maybe brushing off self-care or creative outlets that once inspired you. Don't do that anymore. The work you've been sidestepping, that moment you wanted to look away during the uncomfortable reflection, the daily rituals, is exactly what stokes your flame again. And that leads us to the Seven of Cups, swirling with too many options and daydreams. You've been drowning in what-ifs and shiny distractions. It's time to cut through the fog, Aries. Prioritize what truly aligns with your soul's direction, instead of chasing every tempting illusion. It's not about doing everything. It's about choosing what sustains you and letting the rest fall away. Queen of Pentacles reversed shows up as a warning you can't ignore. You've pushed yourself too hard, neglected your needs, stretched finances or energy beyond safe limits. Burnout is real and it's knocking. Set boundaries now, say no to the extra workload, start honoring your health, and stabilize your resources. This isn't indulgence, it's survival. If you keep ignoring these signals, you'll lose your footing. But here's a pivot. The Four of Cups is nudging you to pause and reflect. Instead of scrolling endlessly or rejecting invitations out of boredom or discontent, ask yourself what you genuinely want. That restless dissatisfaction? It's a sign, not a sentence. Embrace solitude to get clear. You might find fresh perspectives hiding just beneath the surface of your usual routine. Now, the Knight of Cups rides in with a burst of heart and creativity. This card urges you to follow your emotional compass with courage, but also with eyes wide open. Express your feelings, pursue your artistic or romantic dreams, but don't get swept away without checking the ground beneath your feet. Balance passion with practicality. The Knight reminds you that your dreams are valid, but they need structure to thrive. Meanwhile, the Five of Pentacles reversed is your comeback story. No longer stuck in hardship, you're starting to rebuild, to reconnect with support systems and regain hope. Reach out if you're struggling. Help is not weakness, it's a lifeline. Focus on recovery steps, even small ones like budgeting or joining a group. You're stronger than you think, and the universe is ready to catch you. Finally, the Knight of Wands brings the energy of bold action and adventure. This is your call to move forward with confidence. Take that leap, start that project, embrace new experiences, but don't rush blindly. Plan your moves, consider consequences, and own your courage. Impulsivity won't serve you now, but neither will hesitation. The Knights together tell a story. The Knight of Cups invites you to dream with heart. The Knight of Wands pushes you to act with fire. Integrate both. The work you've been avoiding, the shadow work, the uncomfortable choices, the honest self-care is the key. It sets you free. You've wrestled with disillusionment, overwhelm, neglect, and apathy. You face the pull between fantasy and reality, between burnout and recovery, between waiting and action. Now, bring those lessons together. This chapter is about integration. Don't just hope for change, build it. Don't just dream, do. Don't just reflect, act. The shadows you've avoided hold the freedom you crave. Step into your power, Aries. The work you've been dodging, that's your liberation. Okay, that's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please like, subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.